This is Prince William County, in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Produced for the Prince William Board of Realtors. Over 1,000 members. The largest trade association in the county. With membership in the Virginia Association of Realtors and the National Association of Realtors. Dedicated to the protection of real estate ownership and the opportunity to enjoy it through the free enterprise system. Filmed, edited, and narrated by Realtor Edward S. Stallknecht. Graduate, Realtors Institute. Member of the Real Estate Aviation Council of the National Association of Realtors. I slip into the pilot's seat of my photoplane, taxi to the end of the runway, and then lift into the clear Prince William skies. It is beautiful, this county of ours, and I'd like for you to see it through my eyes, the eyes of a flying realtor. The whole panorama of Prince William County spreads out. The winding Potomac, the Occoquan, Choppawampsie, Quantico, Neabsco, beautiful fingers of water with quaint Indian names. And as I turn from the early morning glisten of the Chesapeake far to the east, I bank slowly to the west, and the Blue Ridge Mountains rim the horizon. And in between, our county, Prince William. The early morning sun highlights the contrasts. Whole communities come into view. The white-on-dark pattern of Dale City, Montclair Country Club Lake, Woodbridge and Lake Ridge, and Manassas, all are within my view. And to the north, the horizon is pierced by the stately Washington Monument, attesting to the proximity of our nation's capital. It is strange how limited the encroachment of growth seems from up here, how really vast the areas of natural forest, lake, and water. And I realize anew how very important is our task of protecting this great and beautiful area. How we must ensure that continuing growth that must come is managed and controlled to preserve this natural and beautiful wonderland spread out before me. The history of Prince William records that the Potomac was once the highway to the countryside. Prince William had an open artery to the commercial and population centers of the world, and the world in turn reached into the heart of colonial Virginia. The colonial port of Dumfries served as a tobacco terminal and became for a short while the lifeline of the tobacco trade of the colonies. A far cry now from the colonial port, which in 1763 rivaled the ports of New York and Philadelphia in tonnage of exports and imports. Siltation has taken its toll. And then, as the railroads and the highways lace the land, Prince William became less dependent upon the river and more attuned to a rapid exchange of commerce along the rail and concrete arteries that became direct links between the industrial north and the deep south. In eastern Prince William County, the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac Railroad was completed after the Civil War, and now acts as a toll gate through which moves all the rail traffic of the East Coast, which passes through Virginia. In the central and western portions of the county, the Southern Railway bisects the countryside with ribbons of steel through such historic localities as Bull Run and Manassas, and continues on to Atlanta and New Orleans. In the Manassas area, the Manassas Airport was relocated to the south of the city, and it has become an important link in the development of the commercial and the industrial complex, which is growing both to the south of the city and within the city limits of Manassas. From Manassas, the runways of the Dulles International Airport become clearly visible to the northwest, attesting to the easy interchange of air commerce. And for the aerial visitor or businessman, the Woodbridge Airport becomes a haven for those desiring less traffic congestion on their approach or departure. In less than a century, the transformation became complete as Interstate 66 bisected the county on the western fringes to parallel its sister Interstate Route 95 on the eastern half, thus creating great pressures for growth and great challenges for the county and its governing body. Prince William attained the dubious distinction of being the fastest growing county in the nation, as whole new cities were cultivated and grew along the major arteries. Situated just halfway between the nation's capital and historic Fredericksburg, Prince William, for a while, became known as a bedroom community of Washington and has developed as an important source of the workforce of Northern Virginia. All of this change was not without growing pains. It came too fast, and it became too big for everything to happen in an orderly manner. There were conflicts over how many schools to build, where they should be built, how big they should be, and we had our share of sewer capacity problems and sewer moratoriums. But there was a sincere attempt at orderly planning. Under the county executive system of local government and a board of supervisors representing all sections of the county, the sessions were sometimes stormy, often controversial, and at times downright undignified. But the greatest emphasis by all supervisors over the years was a serious and unselfish attempt to solve the problems of the moment and to plan for the orderly and common sense expansion of the county in the future. Our school system accounts for a large portion of the county budget and provides education from kindergarten and special education through elementary grades and junior high, on to high schools and so-called super high schools. And the two campuses of the Northern Virginia Community College, one at Woodbridge and one in the Manassas area, and our fine libraries, augmented by the distributive education courses of the high schools and the education courses of these two campuses, all provide ample opportunity for citizens of all ages to acquire a special or expanded education or to study separate courses of specific interest. Prince William Hospital in Manassas and Potomac Hospital in Woodbridge both have superior reputations and outstanding support and participation by members of the community. Underlying the economic stability of the county is a healthy industrial base. Primary among these is the International Business Machine Complex in the Manassas area, and the Virginia Electric and Power Company power plant installation at Quantico Creek on the Potomac. The County Board of Supervisors have a healthy attitude toward encouraging and recruiting both business and industry to build a balanced economic structure. The 2 military installations, one at Vent Hill on the west, and the Marine Corps Development and Education Command on the east, create a balance of both population and work opportunity, as well as a stabilizing influence on the economy. And interlaced in all is the constant reminder that the county lies in the heart of historic America. Browse at the museum in historic Dumfries. Walk the battlefields where Stonewall Jackson won immortality. See his statue in the gun emplacements. Sail your boat from one of Prince William's fine marinas. Cruise the majestic Potomac. And visit its sheltered harbors just a short trip away. Visit our parks. And recreation areas. And join in our hobbies. Prince William County. Just halfway between our nation's capital and historic Fredericksburg. Between the wide Potomac and the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. With its residential appeal to all needs and preferences, apartments, waterfront homes, community living, secluded developments, distinctive styling, new communities, and its wide open spaces. If you could see her through my eyes. My wheels are down and locked. It is with reluctance, and yet with a sense of renewed dedication and determination, that I glide down and return to Prince William County, Virginia.